This is the number one best clarinet gear I ever bought in my life. So many clarinetists like to spend a lot of money on clarinet gear. So what is clarinet gear? Clarinet gear could be a new bell, it could be a new barrel, it could be a new mouthpiece, it could be a new ligature, it could be a new case for the clarinet. And it could be all kinds of gadgets I mean, they are very good gadgets that, for example, train the air and stuff like this. So all of that is clarinet gear. And today I will share with you what the most beneficial clarinet gear I ever bought was for my clarinet career. Now, in order to make this video kind of understandable, we first have to grasp the concept of different is not always better. And I think many clarinetists are stuck with experiencing something different and thinking it is better. For example, a different wood for the barrel might have a very different sound. And just because it's different, just because it's not the thing we are used to hearing, we think it might be better and then we buy it. Okay, so it's already not the barrel. The barrel is not the thing that I bought that was the most beneficial in my life. Same thing for the mouthpiece. Okay, so we might be used to one feeling of articulation with our mouthpiece, for example, and then we try a different mouthpiece, and the different mouthpiece might have a better articulation response. And just because this feels different, we will then change the mouthpiece. But oftentimes we don't realize that something else is then lacking in the new mouthpiece. So yeah, also it's not the mouthpiece, it's also not the mouthpiece patch, it's also not the bell, it's also for sure not the ligature. With the ligature, the effect that different equals better, which is a very big trap every clarinetist falls into at some point, that we hear this sound is slightly different now, and therefore it must be better. Hardly ever this is the case, okay? So it's just different, but it's usually not really better. But now, the one gear that that was the most beneficial for me to spend the money on was enough reeds, okay? Enough clarinet reeds. Why? So usually in a box of reeds, there are 2 to 3 good reeds that actually sound really good. The rest, the 7 other reeds, sound significantly worse than the 3 best reeds out of the box. Now, what many clarinetists do is they decide, I will practice on the 7 bad reeds and I will play the concerts on the 3 good reeds. Now, why didn't I do this? First of all, life is too short to play on bad reeds, so you will have a lot more fun to play on the 3 good reeds out of a box. But that's not even the point I want to make in this video here. The point I want to make in this video is that your brain will get used to a sound that is not your best capability on this practice day. Yeah, we spend most of our time with the instrument, we spend practicing in the practice room. Now, if we just accept every day, if we have the rule, I practice on bad reeds, I play concerts on good reeds, you accept with 99% of your time with the instrument that your sound is significantly worse than it could be. Now, the problem with that is that your brain will get used to a much lower baseline of sound quality. So you might say, so what are the characteristics a bad reed could have? A bad reed could have fuzzy articulation. A bad reed could have an airy, unpure sound. A bad reed could be not very resonant. A bad reed could have a pinched high register. All of those things. And if all of those things are true, during 99% of our playing time, which is our practice time, that we have slightly airy sound, slightly fuzzy articulation, slightly pinched high register, and I don't know, a diffuse and not resonant low register. If we accept those things, our baseline of what our brain remembers what we play like, what we accept, what we accept us to sound like, will be very low. And then on a concert day, you will take a good read and you will be up here and you will feel very good about yourself. But the problem is, if you would have been all the time here, then maybe on a concert day you would get much higher. Just you want your baseline of what you accept of yourself, of the sound that you would like to hear from yourself. You want that to be the absolute maximum. And in order for that to happen, you have to practice on only good reads, and you have to play the concerts on only good reads, and you have to throw the bad reads away. Many people might say, if I don't know, do something to the reads, they might be better. Okay, but only play on them if they actually get better. If they don't reach the quality of the other 2 or 3 reads out of the box, don't play on them, because you will get used to a bad sound, and our brain will get used to anything we do. If you spend 99% of your practice with a much lower sound that you actually could, this will become your baseline that you accept from yourself. Now, how many reads would you have to expect to go through? How many boxes of reads per month if you are, like, let's say, a university student and you practice like 3 hours a day? If you practice 3 to 4 hours a day, and you want to practice only on good reads and play concerts only on good reads, I would suggest to get anything near the range of 4 boxes of reads per month. So that's what I spent most of my money on during the university studies, and I think it was well worth it, because sound quality became my specialty, in my opinion, because I didn't accept an airy sound. So I think this is a good benchmark. 4 boxes of reads per month if you practice around 3 to 4 hours a day. Obviously, if you practice 1 hour a day, it will be around 1 or 2 boxes a month of reads. But don't save money when you're a clarinetist with sound quality. It's very badly miserably saved money if you save money by suffering, by letting your sound suffer. So that was my talk for today. If you would like to go from good to great on the clarinet, we do that at clarinetmasterclass.com. This is my membership, my community, where you get access to all of my course material, etc., and masterclasses. It's really cool. If you would be a candidate for that, the link is down in the description below. I will see you all soon. Bye.